question something you like. Street Fighter! Classroom of the Elite! My Hero Academia? Today, though, he's here and joins us as the voice of Bertel Hoover. Please welcome David Matranga! And next, she is an actress whose roles include Steinsgate! Woo! Strike Witches! My Hero Academia. Today, she joins us as the voice of the Casa Ackerman. Please welcome Trina Nishimura!
Hi, friends.
And when Bryce gets here, we will bring him on up. He's regular late, but he whiz on the way. In the meantime, we hand it off to your awesome moderator. Woo!
You guys can clap for me, that's okay. Welcome, everybody, welcome. Thank you for coming. Hopefully Bryce is going to be joining us soon, but we're going to get things kicked off. Remember, if you have any questions, line up on the side and we'll take you over here. Well, first, thank you guys for sitting and talking with me today. I always like to start off the same way. How did you get started? What was the first step on the path that ultimately brought you here today? How did you get into voice acting, just acting in general?
Oh, sure.
I'll be brief. I started acting when I was in 4th, 5th grade. You know, I really enjoyed it, had a great time. And then in high school, I found it again in a different way, and it really rooted in me in a way, and I thought, you know, I really want to do this. So I went to my parents. I wanted to go straight to LA. My parents were like, let's go to college for a year and see what you think.
Maybe we're going to plan B.
Yeah, right. Ended up liking it. Anyway, I trained as an actor. I made some voiceover demos in undergrad, and then got an agent out of school and started auditioning for things. And got an audition for an anime, and yeah, I booked a lead role, my first gig out, and
Really?
Yeah.
What was your first gig?
Orphan, Sorcerer Stabber Orphan, well, a long time ago. Young sorcerer guy. It was fun. I had a blast, but that started my anime journey, and yeah, I've been doing it ever since. And here we are.
And what school was it that you went to again?
I think it's an important one, if I'm not mistaken.
I did my undergrad at a school called Texas State, and then I had I have a grad degree from Yale.
That's a really hard, like that acting program is incredibly challenging to get into, like so challenging. And every time we're on a panel, I'm like, what school did you go to again? Because it's so amazing.
You make me say it. If not, when people ask me, I'm like, yeah, I went to school in New Haven. I don't usually know.
It's so amazing. You should be really proud. I don't know if you guys know this, but you obviously know that he's an amazing actor, but he is a brilliant stage actor. If you ever have the opportunity to see this man on stage, you should. It is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. He's so talented. That's disgusting. I started acting when I was 9 years old with my local community theater in a small town called Amarillo, Texas. It's in the panhandle of Texas. West Texas, yes sir. Then I started working professionally when I was 13, and I acted all through high school, and then both with community theater and other stuff. And then after I graduated from high school, my plan was to be go into law. I was going to be a grown-up and get a 401k. I didn't know what that was, but I knew I needed one. And so I was in college, and not at Yale. I was working a couple jobs, and I had an internship at a literary magazine, and I was going to school, and I was broke, because that's your job in college, is to be broke. I was so good at it, you guys. And a friend of mine who knew me from my hometown was like, hey, there's this place, and they're holding auditions for this stuff. It's a dub for anime, and I was like, no, Jimmy. I'm not doing that anymore. I need a 401k. Everybody knows that. And he was like, it pays. I was like, when's the audition though? And I auditioned, and that was over 20 years ago. Yeah.
All right. What do you think is your biggest challenge in voicing something that was originally written in a different language and then bringing it into English? You know, sometimes things don't translate one to one. You guys run into that, or any kind of problems like kind of breaking the language barrier?
The really cool thing about a lot of the all of the projects I've been incredibly fortunate to be part of is that a lot of it is it's already done for us, right? So the property, like the film or the images, the sound effects and the other stuff, the script come over, they're translated from Japanese to English, and then amazing writers like Emily Neves, I don't know if you know her or not, but amazing adaptive script writers will take that translation and adapt it into English so that not only the original intent of the material is brought through, but also so that whenever, oh my God, your Hanji is crazy. I'm sorry, I don't have 80, right? Fan clap that, that's amazing. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's crazy. Sorry, I don't have it. Oh my God, sparkle squirrel. Yeah, so I'm very fortunate to have worked with so many amazing directors, producers, engineers that can also adjust things and move things around and wizard stuff. Yeah, so I don't really have that much of an issue, or I haven't in the past.
I don't think that, it's not really something, because of everything that Trina just mentioned, all the support, the artists and creators that are working on localizing it, basically, are so great at what they do. So we go in and just do our thing, and it seamlessly usually, works. The only thing I would say to your question, and I don't think this is something that I definitely don't think about this when I'm in the booth recording, but in different cultures, there are different styles of acting, across all kinds of different cultures. In theater, you learn about like kabuki style theater, and the Japanese theater is just unbelievable, but very different from ours here. Theater in the UK is different. So there will be times where, in certain shows like Attack on Titan, where there is such an expectation, you want to make sure that you do those scenes justice, and we definitely use the original creators as a template for that. So, but you kind of just seamlessly, we sort of just, part of the adaptation is just what we do that's a tiny bit different, but it's inspired by that performance. So there can be things there, but it's not really something that I really actively think about in the booth.
I'm Hattie, big fan. I don't have a question, but I do have an announcement. He is an actor whose body of work includes Miraculous Tales of Being on a Catboard!
Oh, hi guys, how's it going?
Thank you for joining us.
I'm glad I could crash.
I mean, you are a minor character.
You crashed your panel?
My own panel? I did it, guys. I crashed my own panel. Yes. A couple people showed up to meet me, and I talked way too much. So yeah, I'm a little late. Sorry about that.
Dude, look at this Hanji.
Whoa.
That's legit. If you're getting these two's reactions like that, that's legit. Yeah.
Too legit. Too legit.
Too quick, in fact, yeah.
Anybody? Yeah, I see one. I got two.
The 4 people in the room were around in the 90s, yeah.
Hey, you don't know that reference. Oh my God, do you know that reference?
Yeah.
Oh my God, how old are you again?
12.
I'm about to turn 13, Trina. Give me.
Quit
Like your
making me
voice,
feel.
yeah.
My voice is aging the wrong direction. So.
It's a weird Benjamin Button type of thing.
It is actually.
Oh, I'm gonna make fun of you for that so much later.
I'm so excited.
Too legit to quit.
I do know this.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to hog up all the questions, but I think we should start throwing it to you guys. Let's hear what some of your questions.
Ooh. Okay. We won't spoil it.
We're not spoiling.
Yeah, if I accidentally say a spoiler, like just throw one of the chairs at me, Mike.
Nice. One of those panels, huh?
Right.
Yeah,
No
good
walls
time.
apart.
Yeah. You got it.
Hi, I'm a big fan, and I was just wondering what scene was the most difficult for you to record in Attack on Titan?
What scene was the most difficult for us to record? I mean, there's a number of them that were pretty challenging on my side. But I guess there are a handful that stand out. I think like the most emotional scene, like the hardest one for me, It's in an episode called Scream, funny enough. Trina and I were actually together right before I recorded this episode. We were at a convention on a panel, and she had already recorded her side of the scene. You guys might not know this, but it's one person at a time in the booth. So even though we're talking to each other, we're not in the booth at the same time. Aaron has these like really rough emotions. He just witnessed someone he really cares about die right in front of him in a terrible way. Spoiler, sorry. And he's like laughing and crying and going through this really strange emotion. And my method through the entire series was to feel what Aaron was feeling. So in season 1, when he bites his hand, I bit my hand so hard I left bruises. So I wanted all of that pain and all of that suffering to live with me. And I was really fortunate to work with a cast that was so incredible, with a director like Mike McFarland and castmates like these guys that, you know, help you go to those dark places. So I was on this panel with Trina just before I recorded, and she was like, oh, it's gonna be so tough next week. And it was. I left the booth feeling that pain for quite some time, and it wasn't until Trina actually pulled me out of that funk, very similar to how Mikasa kind of pulls Aaron back into reality, that I was truly myself again. So yeah, if you go back and watch that scene, just know I'm suffering with Aaron too.
That was sad. I think the toughest scene that I recorded, actually, by show of hands, who has finished Attack on Titan? Whoa. Okay, by show of hands, by show of hands, who has not finished the show? Okay. By show of hands, who has never seen Attack on Titan? Yeah.
Oh yeah, for you guys, it's like a lighthearted comedy.
Yeah. I think it's a romp, in fact.
Yes. So if you need a little pick-me-up, just start Attack on Titan.
Yeah, it's just like slice of life. Like there's a bakery. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Couple
of
magical
friends trying to make it in the
girls,
city,
yeah.
you know.
Easy breezy.
It's gonna be a great day.
So in order to not spoil anything for those people that have not seen it or have not finished, I would say for me the most challenging scene that I recorded was the very final scene that I recorded. Apparently, there are people that agree with me in the room.
It's the end of season 2. I won't be specific about it, but Bertolt has been kind of, detained. I'll use that word.
Detained?
It's confusing enough that it's not a spoiler. And he's pretty emotional and he's kind of pleading and it was a really complicated, so it's hard to answer the question because there are different, certain things are hard in different ways. Like something can be technically hard, vocally hard, emotionally hard. This one was just sort of the struggle of the character in general of like, you know, here's who he is, here's what he believes, or at least that's what his actions say, but also the humanity of it. And so it was just it's the scene when some of my friends who are actors that don't voice act and don't know anything about it, if I ever want to tell them, hey, this is part of what I do, I show them that scene. I'm proud of that scene, everyone's work in it, and so, yeah. It was challenging for the fact that it was so complicated, his worldview, and so yeah, to get into that and live in that was tricky.
Thank you for your question, and you look beautiful today.
Just gonna say I love your boots.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. They sparkle.
I need sparkly boots.
You need, what if we got matching freaking boots? If I got you a pair of boots, would you wear them?
I think
Oh, just like you're sparkling away.
I just blind every audience.
You guys, I know people are recording this. I'm gonna give you the boots.
Hey everybody.
I'm excited.
Hello.
Hey Bryce, I've been following you and I know that your dad, Bob, was also an actor as well.
He was, yeah.
And, awesome. And I remember, it's so crazy to think that you started once on the show called Green, and now it's you're being Kirito Inosuke, Aaron, and Rina Kumara, which I'm also watching Kyoto Saga Blue Exorcist on Toonami.
Thank you.
And for Trina, I also remember you as Mari in Evangelion, and also the Mizune who fight Blair in Soul Eater. Everybody remembers that. So, and David, I have another question for you about this drug called Hopna.
Say that again? Yeah.
You were Dr.
Dr.
Skinner
Skinner.
on Lazarus. How was that feeling to be on the Shintaro Watanabe show for you? And for Bryce, my question for you is, from a show like how did you get become one of the more well-known voice actors when it came to Sword Art Online and Blue Exorcist and Demon Slayer and all the Aniplex shows basically?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. It was a great opportunity to be able to be in that. The art style,
The music always is
the music. It was, you really only see him in some of those, in the opening at least, on the big screen where he's kind of giving this report. So it was weird to be sort of this villain, but kind of an absent villain in a way, you know what I mean? He's there and then he pops up, but the whole action of the story is around this drug that he's created and what it's done to people, and so it was powerful, but kind of disjointed in a way, which pays off in the end.
It gets better.
No spoilers, but yeah.
It's weak at first, but it gets better as time goes on.
Sure.
It gets the reveals.
Yeah, thanks for the question.
And my question was, how did I find myself in all of these awesome shows?
Starting off as
I don't know. If I knew the answer, I would work more than I do now.
because people say that Kirito's a Gary Stu. I think he's great.
I love Sword Art Online. I try to bring something personal to every single role, and with Kirito, all of the lines that he says to Asuna are like I'm talking to my wife. So hopefully that comes through as authentic and real. If you're asking why I've done this, you mentioned my dad. My drive was really to carry on the torch for him. I didn't think I was going to be
I remember he
voice
was
acting.
NB on Tenchi Muyo GXP as well as Captain Blue on Beautiful Joe.
He was incredible. He was awesome, larger than life. And I thought I was going to go to law school. And I had the opportunity to...
Whoa, what?
Yeah, right? That's a great idea. That's a great plan.
I didn't know that.
I went to UCLA. I studied political science and philosophy. I've always grown up around acting and voice acting, but I saw the ups and downs of both parents as actors and thought, I'm never doing that. And here I am. But I studied political science and philosophy, was about to take the LSAT, and then I booked a job and booked another one, and thought, wow, I have the opportunity to kind of lean into this a bit. And when I lost my pops, I really leaned in as hard as I could, and haven't looked back.
You have to tell the story about how you started, because we told ours, but
Yeah.
they might
Yes. So, my dad was working on a show called Power Rangers when I was 8. Have you guys seen that one? Yeah. He played Rito Revolto, the skeleton dude in the show, a bunch of the monsters, and I used to love to watch him work. And at the end of one of his sessions, they needed a kid's voice, and he was like, "He's a kid, throw him in the booth." And that's how I started. Random guy on Power Rangers.
I love that.
Thank you.
I actually did have a follow-up question to that, because you said you come from a family of actors.
Before I head
sorry.
down, I just want to say happy early birthday to Trina.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for your question.
Yeah, thank you. Was it an opposite of every other actor situation where you want to be an actor and your parents you should be a lawyer? Where they're you should be an actor?
No, they were not like, you should be an actor. They were like, you see what this is? Because at these events, you really do see the success that actors have. I'm so fortunate for my lot in this world. But what you don't see is the graveyard of failures. And there are so many. Our outboxes, and I know it's all of us, are so many opportunities that we weren't cast as.
Oh my God.
Really, our job is driving to Disneyland. you're just stuck in traffic forever. But any day you get to work on these shows, it's like you're at Disneyland. It is so incredibly fun, and that's what keeps me in traffic all the time.
Yep.
But most of the time, you never make it to Disneyland.
Yes! Most of the time, your car has no wheels.
You're just in gridlock for days, months, years. I don't know.
So true.
A graveyard.
Yes, a graveyard of failures. But if you keep crawling your way, you eventually make it to Disneyland, and all that hard work is worth it.
It's true.
And I did.
There you go.
Next question.
Hello, my name's Nick, and I wanted to ask, I was gonna say, as all of us know, but like now with the poll, it's as most of us know, Attack on Titan takes its characters on a huge external and internal journey throughout the whole show. How do you keep up with that in the booth? Because obviously season 1 Mikasa, season 1 Eren, season 1 Bertold is very different from season 4 versions of those characters. Or season 4 versions of those characters.
It was really easy for me to keep up in season 4. Let me tell you.
Sorry. So, so what's really awesome about, it is an excellent question. What's really awesome and what we were all incredibly fortunate about and what the whole cast was super fortunate to have is an amazing leader in our director, Mike McFarland. So what he was able to do is to get all of the information and do tons and tons of research before he even held auditions. Not everybody, did this, but Mike did specifically ask myself and Bryce at the beginning, at the onset of the show, to not read ahead, not look ahead, and not watch anything. And then other actors that he'd worked with, like Jesse James Greeley, he told her, hey, you can watch ahead. You should read ahead because you're also the narrator. Yeah. So luckily, for me at least, I completely trusted Mike's vision and completely trusted that I was in good hands because not only had I worked with him before, but also he creates environments where you can go to really dark places. You can be very vulnerable and know that you're safe in that feeling, even if it's hard to come back from. But yeah, no, that's how I kept the continuity and the changes in my brain.
He was really strategic with details also. There's a particular scene where they're around a table. Eren holds his hand up like this for some reason. And he's saying some pretty terrible things. And I didn't understand why he was saying these things. And the direction from Mike was, make your words hurt them. And they did. And now I understand why. But at that point, all I knew was this should hurt.
But Mike is such a great director, and that's a perfect example of he gave an active something you can pursue. And so even if you don't know the full weight of what that means, you can do that thing really specifically. Just to piggyback, Mike is one of those directors where you just trust him, and so it's really easy because he's going to guide you in the way that is best for the story. I forgot what the original question was. What was the question?
A continuity of character.
Oh, yeah, I think too, in combination with the director, for me, if I'm truthful and authentic and in the right spot for each scene, then that journey will almost in a way take care of itself, along with being guided by the director. You can't do it without that. But so yeah, that's my thing is if I'm truthful in that moment and the next moment and the next moment, then season 1 Bertolt will be a lot better than season 4 Bertolt. No, then it'll be right. It'll be right,
Thank you so much. Thank you. Next question.
Oh my gosh.
Now I can see all the details. I can't see
I know,
far
it's
at all.
That's really
Wow,
cool.
that's awesome.
My question is, if you had to take a character from another show that you voice acted to become a scout, which one of those characters would it be and why?
Inosuke would love it. He'd kill all the Titans. Yes! He's the only one that would enjoy himself in that world. Giant, naked, fleshy things. He'd have a good time.
He'd be like, why is everybody so distraught? This is amazing.
I've landed in a magical place with swords and naked people I can cut with them. Ooh.
I don't think I should. I can't answer after that. I just want to go watch that. I mean, yeah.
I feel like they would have been much better off if
Inosuke was there?
yeah, that was good. Y'all can hear me, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Inosuke comes near and microphones break.
I'm so here for it.
Yeah, amazing.
It'd be awesome. Oh, there we go.
I don't know what my answer would be. Do you have an answer for
I
this?
don't have
Yeah.
I don't have an answer that's better than Inosuke.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I'm gonna be like frankly, yeah, I don't know. Like if you're like, oh, like who would die in episode 1? Like I got a laundry list.
Yeah.
Don't worry, guys. I'll kill extra Titans for you.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I don't know. I might put Ken Masters from Street Fighter 6 in there, just so he can be like, why are these people running away? What the hell's happening? I don't know. That'd be fun. Any crossover like that would be fun.
Thank you for your fun.
Thank you, yeah. Actually, I had a related question. What is the feeling the first time you see someone cosplaying as one of your characters? Does it take you by surprise, or you just like, you can't believe it?
The first time we ever saw it?
Yeah,
The very first time you saw someone cosplaying as one of your characters.
I don't remember the first time.
I don't really remember, but it's a gratitude. It's like I'm just flooded with gratitude and like, oh my God, they care enough about it to try and embody it, which is really, and the creativity of it is always striking to me.
Most of the time, also, we see our first cosplayers before we're announced as the role. So you like go up and you're like, wow, that's really interesting cosplay. What show are you cosplaying from? And you know every detail about the cosplay. And you're like, that looks awesome. I gotta watch that one. And then they find out you're the character. They're like, how dare you? It's great.
Our apologies to the panel, the audience, but unfortunately I have been sent to Bryce. Your time has come.
I gotta run, guys. Thank you, everybody. I need to make sure I yell at everyone who was waiting in line out there.
Do it.
I just have to run back to my line. Yes, they are going to eject me from the convention center if I don't go faster. And I'm very good at talking a lot. Here you go, you can have my microphone. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Bryce.
See you, dude.
Okay, bye.
We actually voted Bryce out of the interview. Didn't want to tell him.
Hi, Bruno. What's your question, Lovey?
Hi, my name is Mila, and my question is, if you could be any character from the show, who would you be?
If you could be any character from the show, who would you be?
Oh gosh. Rhina.
Rhina. I mean,
For some reasons that I can't say.
that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I mean, does Rob really have that hard of a job?
Come on. Yeah. Let's switch.
Let's switch. Tracy's. I initially, so when you audition for, back then, when you auditioned for the show, you would audition in person. Did you audition in person?
Yes.
Yeah. So typically, back then, they would ask you to read for 3 different characters. So when I went into audition, I read for the characters that I was like, the Seiyu for Armin is a female, so they were also reading females. So I read for Armin, and then I read for Sasha, because in her character description it says loves potatoes, and I freaking love potatoes. Like, far too much. I could tell you all the ways that I love potatoes, but so I read for Sasha, and then I asked Mike who he would like for me to read for as my third. and he said Mikasa, and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna get that. But I did, and then I really
Thanks
wanted.
for throwing me a bone.
But I read for Sasha because I was like, oh, I want to be her. I want to be the food girl. That sounds awesome. So I would want to be. Well, I mean, I want to be Sasha until.
I think I might have not auditioned for this, actually.
I don't think you did.
Yeah. I think Mike just offered it to me. Honestly, I really do. Sorry.
Thousands of people across the nation auditioned for this. David's like, yeah, I just got it.
I think.
I think you did too.
I think that's true.
Because I don't think there was a Bertold sign.
Which is like, you know, awesome, but also I didn't get to read for those other people.
Also true.
You know?
Also
Yeah,
true.
no,
If
that's
you
right.
could be somebody else, who would you want to be?
Levi? No, I don't know. I can't take anyone's role. I don't know.
Listen, I want to be Levi.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, right? Thank you so much for your question.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. We're running out of time. We've still got enough for a few questions, so I'll apologize in advance if we don't get to your question. I know there's a lot of you waiting.
Oh, amazing.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. You look great.
Thank you. I know you had said what the most emotional scene for you was, but in like any season of Attack on Titan, what was the most emotional line that you've said?
I think my most emotional line would. I have a most emotional line, but it is a little bit of a spoiler, so instead I will do this line, which is you want compassion? Move on. You want fair? Tough shit. Time's wasted. Pick a side, Krista. Aaron or the bitch I'm gonna kill! I really wish I would have watched you when I said that. Can I? Or the bitch I'm gonna kill. Whoa,
Yeah, I like that.
cool. Do you have a favorite line?
Yeah, I don't know if I can do it right now, but yeah, I think one of the most emotional is from that scene I was talking about, and he's sort of pleading, and it's something like this. You think this is what we aspire to be?
Whoa! Thank you so much.
Also, Big likes to just get a role on.
And guys, can we give a quick round of applause for this amazing interviewer over here?
Yes.
He's awesome. So awesome, thank you.
Go ahead.
Hi, my name is Marcus. I wanted to ask, if you could have any Titan power in real life, which one would you want?
So you can have any type of power, but you die after how many years?
13.
I think I'd want to be the armor titan.
Yeah,
The armor titan's pretty rad.
That's my choice too. That's always my choice.
The armor titan's so cool, but like the Warhammer Titan design,
Yeah.
sick. Did
Yeah.
not get enough screen time.
Right.
Who would you want? Which shifter power would you want?
I'd pick the Jaw Titan, honestly.
Oh.
Jaw Titan's cool, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
really good mobility.
Yeah.
Right.
Can break anything.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty.
That's valid, yeah.
That is too legit.
Thank you.
It's gonna make it happen. It's
I'm
gonna
gonna make
happen.
it happen. You guys Google it. Ask your parents. Hi, you look amazing.
Thank you. We actually met like last year at MetroCon. I was dressed up as the female Titan. You told me to come back on Sunday because I wasn't dressed as her so that you could see me in her cosplay. And now I'm in as she emerges from the Titan.
Oh my
Amazing.
gosh, that's so
That is
cool.
amazing.
My question is, since Attack on Titan can be very dark and sentimental, is there any scene that you took part in or that even if you didn't, that you found humorous and that you had fun with? I know, it's so
Well, I don't know what that laugh was.
The death throw of Woody Woodpecker.
Humorous. Anything that we found humorous?
All of Attack on Titan Junior High.
Sasha passed gas. That was pretty good. I think that is her only funny yuck line. Like season 1, that's it. The rest of the time, you're like, I'm so sad and traumatized.
I don't know, her talking to Shawtis in the line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I find Bertolt's non-lines humorous. Like, if you go back and watch it, you'll be like, what the hell is he doing standing in the background over there? Like, you just see him there and you're like, this is weird. And it's funny, you know? There's one was funny to me that is kind of an iconic moment that I can't really talk about because I don't want to spoil it.
Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
I feel like Bertolt just perpetually looked like he had just pooped himself. Like he's constantly standing around like.
He's a little wide-eyed.
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
It's like, I hope no one smells that.
Yeah,
I'm fine. This happens all the time.
I thought it was just a toot. Oh no, you know.
Yeah.
He just always looks so fancy. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, love. Good to see you, babe.
We got time for one last question. You're it. Make it a good one.
Sorry, guys. Come to our tables and ask.
So sorry. But you all look amazing. Yes.
Hi, my name's Andrew. Thank you both for being here today. David, you recently got to meet, I think her name was Winry Hall, with the birthmark.
Yes.
How was that moment for you?
Oh.
And/or what is another fan interaction that you've had where you really got to experience the impact you've had on someone's life?
I mean, I feel like that happens a lot for us, you know, and it's the power of the stories, the power of getting to be a part of them and the characters that we play in those stories. The best thing for me about this is when I come to conventions, I get to hear what people think about any of the stuff that I've been in, or how it's impacted them, what it means to them, what it did for them at a particular time in their life. It's the greatest thing ever, you know, and you really I don't think about that kind of stuff on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Even sometimes I leave here and I have to remind myself that, oh yeah, this was great. Like that was a great thing, you know? That interaction, I don't even know. We don't even have enough time to talk about it, but it was amazing. It was beautiful. It was lovely. The whole entire family. I got to meet them and hang out with them a little bit and just.
Well, you have to tell because some people might not know.
Yeah, so there's a little girl that has a birthmark that is almost identical to Shoto Todoroki's. As far it's on a different side, but the shape of it, all of it. It's a rare birthmark. Her mom made a video of her finding in a Target or Walmart a Todoroki plushie. And she says this line about, he has a birthmark like me. And that thing got like 40 million views or something. And so much so that Yuki Kaji, who is the seiyuu for Eren, as well as Shoto, and Horikoshi, the creator of My Hero, made a video about it. The fact that they responded to it just showed you the reach of it. Anyway, so it kind of worked out that they were going to be in Raleigh and I was going to be there, and so that video went viral. I commented on it. I woke up one morning and I had like 325 TikTok notifications, and I was like, okay, this is either really good or really bad. I was like, this is scary, and opening the app, and it was everyone tagging me in that video. And so, yeah, I made a video about it, and then it happened, and it was an amazing thing, you know? You almost feel like you're just along for the ride. I'm a part of it in some way, but it's bigger than me, and you know what I mean? But just the fact that she could see herself in a character, and she's not seen the anime, or, you know, the parents, she's 4 years old, you know, they've shown her clips of things, but yeah, it was an amazing moment. I mean, and if you watch the video, you can see that in my body language as well. It's hard for me to even watch it because it was a vulnerable moment, you know, and with 3 cameras, you know what I mean? So it was amazing. It was amazing.
There's so many things about this gig that look glamorous, and there's so many things that, you know, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, anime wasn't respected as an art or as a genre as it is now, and that is largely because of people like you guys. Because you watch the shows and you watch the dubs and you respond and you see something in these characters that you relate to or in these stories. But what I love about anime is that it really, I feel like it is a kind of genre, not gonna cry, get it together, Nishimura. It's a genre where people can experience and view some really hard truths about humanity and society and the world, and it allows you to be sad. My partner was diagnosed with leukemia in October of 2020, and he's doing well. We did about 5 years of chemo. Thank you. Thank you. He's doing good, but I have been vocal about our journey because it has been really hard, and a young woman who was in her teens came up to me and told me that she too had leukemia and had been going through treatment, and that had heard that, I also had a family member, and so Attack on Titan became her comfort show. And there is a line that's said by Mikasa and by Eren in different variables, but like if you want to live, you have to fight. And it's just such a beautiful show, and we're just so fortunate that we get to share these stories with people or these characters with kids that they can see themselves in or relate to in some way. And it's a thing that I never thought I would be a part of, and it's something that when I was 19 and auditioned for the first time, I didn't ever know that that would be my life. And I am so grateful and so honored that you guys are willing to be vulnerable and that you're willing to share your stories with us. And I'm just grateful.
Thank you. Amazing question and amazing answer.
Bryce is gone. I'm definitely not going
That is unfortunately all the time we have. This flew by.
Thank you guys for coming.
Big round of applause, everybody. If you haven't seen it yet, go upstairs and say hi. If you're not tired of hearing me, Babylon, check me out.